Happy Sunday, guys! You are officially looking at a tennis girly. I know you guys are like, okay, girl, we see you almost every week. Tennis? What? Like, you have never mentioned an interest in tennis before. However, Harper has been a little bit interested in playing tennis because one of her best friends, who's also our next door neighbor, has been taking tennis lessons. And so we put Harper into tennis lessons with her. Her first tennis lesson was this past Thursday. And when I was out there watching my girl, like, just start to get the hang of it. Of course, she's just a beginner, so I use the term get the hang of it very loosely. I was just really inspired, first of all, by her willingness to like try something new. And also, y'all know I'm like all about these like mother-daughter relationships, mother-daughter activities. I was like, how cute would it be if one day like me and Harper can play tennis together, or like play doubles or whatever. So I was like, let me learn a little something about tennis so that one day I can play with her. And then on top of that, I really don't have any hobbies, like besides like creating content, which has become more of a job than a hobby, and like hanging out with friends, like whatever. I really don't have like a hobby or anything that I do just for me and that's just for fun. And so I thought that tennis, maybe if I liked it, could be that for me. And then I also was kind of looking for like an activity that is something that's going to help keep me fit, that is a bit of a workout, but that is actually fun and not like a traditional workout like lifting weights or anything like that. And so I decided to give tennis a try, and today I had my very first tennis lesson and I loved it. Like, I definitely was not the best one out there. I definitely was not the worst one out there. And so I'll take that. And I really had a great time doing it, and like can see it being something that I stick with. So if you are in your 30s or even older than I am, and you have been interested in like trying something new, it is never too late. I really, really am glad that I decided to like put myself out there, do something that I never did. So now every Sunday I'm gonna have tennis lessons for the next 4 weeks. It's gonna be like a group lesson, and then probably after that I might do like some private lessons because I really, really liked it. And I can see it being something that I do for fun, for exercise, socially, whatever. And I think that, like I said, it gives me another way to like get a workout in that's not a traditional workout. While I've been like trying to find my groove in terms of like systems that work well for me, I've also been trying to find my groove in terms of like health and wellness stuff and like self-care stuff, because to be quite honest, I don't have tons of time for self-care, and so I have to be very intentional about like kind of getting that in. And I think tennis can be one of those things for me because, like I said, it can be a hobby and it can be like a wellness activity. So this week I'm going to be sharing with you guys, like as I go throughout this weekly vlog, some of the other like wellness / self-care activities or items that I am using lately that I really like, because as I've been trying to make that a priority, I've made some investments and some changes to just kind of like the things that I've been doing to take care of myself that I think are worth sharing. So I just left the grocery store after my tennis lesson. Usually I don't grocery shop on Sundays. Usually I grocery shop on Mondays or Tuesdays. However, my Nana, she's my kid's Nana, my godmom is staying with us for a couple days. So I have childcare, and I decided to go out to the grocery store. I usually don't actually go to the grocery store. I'm usually a big Instacart girl. But since I had the childcare and I could go by myself, I decided to actually run out and get the groceries. She is going to make us a pot of chili tonight because even though it is April, it has been very chilly in Atlanta today. Like, it's 52 degrees right now and it's like 4 p.m. So we're going to have chili for dinner, and honestly, I'm in for the rest of the night. I think I'm going to hopefully get some work done and probably just, do my little Sunday evening routine a little bit later, where I sit with my planner and my glass of wine and kind of get my week laid out. So I will see you guys then when I kind of share what I have coming up this week. So guys, I am convinced that some kid somewhere has like done something to the clocks and made time go faster while they are at school. I feel like time always flies by, like between when I drop them off and when it's time to go back and get them. This morning, I got up, got their lunches and whatnot ready, got breakfast ready, got them off to school, and then I went to the gym. I did my first workout class at the gym. It was like a HIIT / strength training class. I really enjoyed it, but it was really hard. She had us like running laps at one point, and we did the rower. It was definitely challenging, and I actually have to go back to the gym later this afternoon because Harper has a swim assessment at the gym. Obviously, both kids are already in swim lessons. However, I was thinking that it just might be nice just to have like everything happen at the gym, my workouts, the kids' swim lessons, all of that. And so Harper is going in for an assessment today to see like what level she would need to be at if we started their classes there. Honestly, joining this gym has been a great investment for me in terms of like my self-care and my wellness. I cannot recommend enough if you are a parent, especially if you are a parent who is solo, from time to time, or solo always. I cannot recommend enough joining a gym that has childcare. This has like honestly been a game changer for me during these last couple of weeks as I've been trying to like figure out this solo parenting thing, because first of all, if I get my workout in the morning, there's nothing that says that I still can't take the kids to play in the kids area at the gym later in the day, which means that I get to go in the sauna or in the jacuzzi or something like that, like full on self-care. They even have massages there. I haven't checked that out yet, but you can like get massages there, or I can like sit in the cafe and get work done. And it just gives me like another option. Like if I still have something to do, and if, they want some extra playtime but don't have anything on the schedule, like it gives, something for them to do. I can take them there. They can play and interact with other kids. They've already made friends there, and they honestly love going there for whatever reason. And so I don't feel guilty about it at all, and I am able to get some stuff done. Or if like during the day I don't get a workout in, I don't have to like, sacrifice that. I can go after school. The kids can go play, and I can still get my workout in. So I definitely recommend a gym with childcare. It's honestly been great. And then what I love about our gym too is that it's honestly more of like a health and wellness club, and it makes me want to get involved. You know, I'm like trying to find my little gym clique, some little gym friends. I obviously have tennis there, which I was talking about yesterday. So, you know, I've met some people through that. It's just like more like a community feel, because you can do more than just work out. You can go, like I said, and sit in the cafe and do work. You can enjoy a lot of the other amenities, and it's like they have things for the whole family. They have the swim for the kids, the kids room, they have kids tennis, and they even have basketball courts. So I know that DJ will even, you know, utilize it when he gets home. So that has been like a really, really great investment for me in terms of my like health and wellness in this phase, because I actually enjoy going and it's like accessible. So not having childcare does not become an excuse for me in terms of my workout, in terms of like extra work time, or even just in terms of self-care time. So as I said, I'm headed to pick the kids up from school now. When we get back, we're just gonna have a little bit of downtime, and then I will be taking Harper for that swim assessment. I'm like really eager to see what they have to say, because she's been at the same place for swimming since she was about 2.5. She's done really well there, but I'm just like interested to see like what level they would place her in and what they recommend for her in terms of swimming, especially because she'll be starting swim team this summer. So stay tuned. I'll definitely let you guys know what they have to say about that.
Over there, yay!
Excellent job, Jackson.
And look at me.
Excellent job, Harper. Are you playing with Everest? High five. We missed. High five.
Now put the orange in the orange.
Good job. Hey guys, checking in while I do my evening routine and get ready for bed. I have to start a new Invisalign pack this evening. I have 23 packs to go. I finished my like initial set, and then this is kind of like the refinement set where they do like the little things that are still left undone. By the initial set, I change sets every 3 days, and I also have to use this like light thing every day, just once a day. It just takes a few minutes, and that's what kind of enables me to change sets every day. I guess something about the light thingy helps to like speed up the process. And I have rubber bands, and so that's why I'm cutting little slits in my lower retainer so that I can basically stick my rubber bands in. So let's see, after I chatted with you guys earlier, came home, got the kids settled, took down Harper's braids because they were looking a little I do not like them when they start to get frizzy, and because she insisted on getting her hair braided like mine instead of the style that I actually chose for her, it didn't last very long because they were like bigger, you know, braids just like my hairstyle, and that on a kid who has swimming and who rolls around on their head, of course it wasn't going to last as long as like a different style. So I took her hair down. Then she had her swim assessment, and that went really, really well. The swim instructor recommended that she be placed in the, I think it's called Voyagers 1 class or level is what they call it. And basically that is the level for like 6 to 8 year olds, and she's 4. So they're going to place her up, which I think will be really helpful. The only downside is that they actually don't have any spots available until their next group starts in June. So we'll probably just keep her where she is for now, and then in June when the next, you know, round or whatever starts, we will, you know, put her in. Gonna wash my face real quick, be right back. So this week, as I am like sharing, you know, all the self-care and wellness things with you guys, I also have to share that I am a huge proponent of going to the dermatologist. I love Sephora just as much as the next girl, love Ulta just as much as the next girl. And I do like to go into Sephora and like look at skincare every once in a while, like maybe get like sunscreen, maybe a basic cleanser from there. However, guys, like go to the dermatologist when it comes to your real skincare for your real skincare concerns, and you will see changes a lot faster. That's been one of the best investments I have made for my just like health and wellness, because I was really not happy with my skin for a while. I have like hormonal breakouts like a lot of women do, and I had really terrible hyperpigmentation, and it is looking so much better since I stopped buying random things, random serums from Sephora, and actually got seen by a doctor and got things that actually work for my skin type and really have helped me to get the hyperpigmentation under control. I use a acne sulfur wash. It's like obviously really rubbed off the bottle. I use this at night. And then I also use tretinoin cream, which I'm about to put on right now. I use this at night. And then in the mornings, I also use a pigment bar, like skin care wash. That's also from the dermatologist, and that helps with hyperpigmentation. And I use a SPF. Like I said, I get my SPF from Sephora. I do really like Supergoop. I think it's fine to get like things like that, you know, from Sephora by all means, but if you are trying to actually treat something like breakouts or like hyperpigmentation, the dermatologist is the way to go. And then something else that I want to share about that has been one of the best switches I have made in terms of my skincare is these. I'm sure you guys saw that I like dried my face with this, and I started using these disposable face towels for my face, and it made such a difference. Before I was using, you know, like a towel or washcloth like this to dry my face. I still use this to dry my hands, like, you know, if I wash my face and I need to dry my hands. But when I am drying my face, either after brushing my teeth or washing my face, I always use one of these disposable face towels, and then I throw it away and I get another one, and that has really helped. I think that I was really like contaminating my face with like yucky stuff by using something reusable. It could have even been like reactions from detergent. I like highly recommend these disposable face towels. I just ordered these from Amazon, and they are not that expensive, and I have seen like a huge improvement in my skin. My breakouts have been so much better. Like, haven't gotten them nearly as often since I switched to that. So I definitely recommend that as well. Lastly, the only other thing that like I wanted to mention tonight is I've been feeling like a little bit odd, you know, this week. And like today I got a headache, and I got very anxious about my headache. For those of you that don't know, I actually had a brain tumor 6 years ago, and when I looked at the calendar, I realized that it was actually 6 years ago this week that I got my brain tumor diagnosis. And so I'm like, how funny is it that I get a headache this week and that I feel anxious this week? I feel like oftentimes when I get a headache, I do get a little bit of anxiety, just because like that was my first initial like brain tumor symptom was like really bad headaches. This headache is not really bad, and so we're not gonna get all freaked out. But you know, I do want to say that like it is really important to listen to your body and honor what your body is trying to tell you. April also is like a weird month for me, because this is the month that my dad passed away, and one of my very best friends actually just lost her dad over the weekend. And so I don't know, I feel like I'm just being hit with a lot of emotions, and I feel like, you know, when it comes to self-care and when it comes to wellness, it's so important that we give ourselves room to like feel the things, and that we listen to what our body is trying to tell us, like whether my body is telling me, hey, like take it easy this week, like you have a lot going on, or, you know, like grieve a little bit, or whatever it may be. Like I think it's just so important that we take the time to listen and honor your body. And like if you're having something like reoccurring headaches like I was having you know, with my brain tumor, like go get checked out. Like there's no harm in seeing a doctor and there's no reason to wait. Like there's, you know, go get checked out. Like if I honestly keep having headaches this week, I'm gonna be calling like, y'all give me an MRI. Like someone give me an MRI and check, because I just feel like, you know, better safe than sorry when it comes to that. I haven't really talked a lot about my brain tumor since I did like the initial brain tumor story time vlog when I first started this channel. So if you guys have any follow-up questions for that, let me know. But yeah, it's crazy that this week has been 6 years since I had my brain tumor and my brain surgery. I'm definitely very thankful that that whole story was just like a comma for me and not a period. And even though headaches still make me a little bit anxious, like today, I am glad that, you know, everything is going well, and I am going to continue to claim that that was a part of my story and it's not going to be a part of my story going forward. I am about to call it a night tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. On today's edition of Reasons Why I Cannot Wait for My Husband to Get Home. So in the middle of the night, last night, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 a.m., I started hearing this like beeping noise, and I honestly thought it was coming from downstairs, but I couldn't really quite figure out what it was. It was like, whatever, I'll deal with it in the morning. Woke up this morning, still hear the beeping, and I cannot find it. I'm like, it's not in my room, it's not downstairs. That's because it is in Harper's room, and it happens to be her smoke detector. The batteries have died, so here I go up onto this ladder to see if I can, first of all, even reach it, because we know that I am the height challenged one in this family. And second of all, if I can reach it, what kind of batteries we need to change it. It's not beeping anymore because it is totally dead, and obviously we want to make sure that these things are working around here. Hubby, come home. We need you. We miss you. I'm not a strong, independent woman. Up I go. Okay. I think I am going to be able to reach it, but I think I have to go higher, which makes me a little bit nervous. I'm not even afraid of heights, but all right, here we are. That was easy. But how do I, like, where do the batteries go? Okay, the thing is off, but I don't know where the batteries go on this thing. Okay. To change the battery, remove the AC quick connector and open the access door. No, I don't know how to do this. This is not what I signed up for, Mr. Jones. This is your territory. So husband, when you watch this, know that you owe me one for climbing up this ladder and trying to figure this out. Okay, it's open. And this is a 9-volt battery for smoke detectors. Do I have a 9-volt battery? How do you get this thing out of here? Wait, okay. Can you like disconnect this? Okay, I got it off. So now you open the access door. So I think I pretty much could have electrocuted myself by messing with the battery while that was connected, but everything's okay. I'm going to climb down and try to figure out how to get this off and then see if we have any 9-volt batteries. Safely on the ground with this. Let's see if we can handle this, guys. There we go. So this says 9-volt batteries for smoke alarms. I'm going to assume that it doesn't actually have to be a 9-volt battery for smoke alarm, and it can just be a regular 9-volt battery. Let's see if we have any of those. I'm back, y'all. My husband, forever looking out, whether he's here or not, and forever prepared. We have one 9-volt battery, which I did not buy, so I know that he buys this. Like when he's home, he keeps our house like stocked with batteries and all the things. He's like a big disaster preparedness guy, which I'm sure that he and I will talk about on a later vlog, because he is trying to make sure that I am also prepared for said disasters, especially because I am here often, you know, when he's abroad. So he's like, hey, even though like I stock the house, I make sure that, you know, we have everything what we need, you need to know like where everything is and what to do in case of an emergency, like, and I'm not here. So shout out to my husband for being always prepared. Let's change this battery, y'all. Pop this out. Pop this in. I do know how to change a battery. That part I can handle. It was the rest of it that I was unsure about. But what is this? Okay, but I am confused. So, like, what is this? What is this thing? I'm assuming that has to be down when you put the battery in. Yeah, okay. I promise y'all, I actually know how to change a battery. This is just not my thing. This is husband territory over here. I'm supposed to be just barefoot and pregnant. My husband is supposed to handle the rest, you know? Okay. Voila. Battery is in. I handled it. Okay, now let's test this. It's working. It's working fine. I think that it is good to go, and we can get it back up there. Alrighty. Okay, guys, I'm up. Still working. Guys, I did it. I did it. The smoke detector battery is officially changed. It is back in working order. And I did it all on my own. Look at me. I know that my husband is going to be very proud. Now I am about to go get a workout in. I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet this morning. So go get my workout in and probably eat some lunch later today after the kids get home from school. Harper has swimming, and I'm super excited because today they are having a uniform sale at her new school that she's going to be starting kindergarten in this fall. And so after swimming, she and I are going to go by there and grab her some uniforms while we can get great deals on them. Like this is like kind of like the first thing that we will be doing in preparation for her new school year. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I think that she's really looking forward to it as well. Hey guys, so I'm about to get my workout in. There is someone downstairs putting together this little bookshelf in Jackson's room because I have decided that I am done doing things that I would usually have my husband do, at least for today. Before I get my workout in, I wanted to talk to you guys about probably the best thing that I have purchased for my own self-care and wellness in a while. I'm sure you guys have seen this if you have been watching my videos lately. I got an Oura ring and I love it. So basically, if you guys haven't heard of it yet, an Oura ring is kind of similar to like a Garmin watch, an Apple Watch, all of those things. It's wearable technology that like tracks your fitness and so many other things regarding your health. Basically, why I decided to purchase this Oura ring instead of just using my Apple Watch is because, first of all, I don't really like how my Apple Watch looks when I have on like certain outfits, but I do like to monitor my activity. And so I was looking for something that I could wear all the time that wouldn't be such like an eyesore as an Apple Watch. And this I actually don't mind because it just kind of looks like a regular ring. It's a bit bulky, but it looks like a regular ring if you don't know. And so that was my main reason for making the switch from like an Apple Watch to something else. What this is basically a smart ring, and it measures a ton of things. It measures biometrics like your temperature, your heart rate, your blood oxygen, your sleep, your stress levels, all of that directly from your finger. So obviously, like I said, think Apple Watch, think smartwatch, except It's pretty, it's lighter weight, the battery lasts longer. I only have to charge this thing like every 4 days. So I literally basically don't take it off. And like when I do charge it every 4 days, basically I have to put it on the charger for like, I don't know, an hour and a half, and it's fully charged and good to go for another 4 to 5 days. I sleep in it. It tracks my sleep. It tracks my stress levels. There are so many like different health insights that I've been getting since I've been wearing this, and it has been really, really helpful for me. Like for example, I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of my screen for today, but like based on how you sleep on a given night, it's going to give you a sleep score and a readiness score. I'm gonna, like I said, pop the screenshot up on the screen. I'm trying to go through the app now. So yeah, it's gonna give you a sleep score and a readiness score. So my sleep score was an 83 last night, which is good. And based on that, my readiness score, which was an 81, which is also good. And so that readiness score tells me like if I should be taking a rest day, if I should be lounging around a little bit more, or if I should be having like a high activity day. So a high readiness score, something that's good, like basically tells you that, you know, you're ready to move today. And so with that in mind, I can like tailor my workout and tailor my activities accordingly. Since it measures your temperature too, like if you have like your temperature is spiked and you have like a low readiness score, it can signal to you that your body may be trying to fight off something, that you might be getting sick, and it'll tell you that. Also, because it tracks your temperature, it tracks your cycle. And guys, like I started my period a week ago, it's over now, and it predicted my period start day exactly. Like that morning, you know, I checked in the morning and it said like, oh, your period may start today. My period started that day, and that is huge for me. Similarly, because it does that, like it can be used to track your fertility. And so, you know, obviously you should also use other methods to be sure, but if you are trying to get pregnant or trying not to get pregnant, this can be a huge help. And even though I haven't used it, because you guys know no more Jones babies, the Jones baby factory is closed, but apparently it can like track pregnancy and provide pregnancy insights too, which is pretty cool. And like I said, like I would probably never sleep in an Apple Watch because it would be very uncomfortable. And so I never tracked my sleep at all when I was just using the Apple Watch. But now that I'm wearing this, I sleep in it every night. And I really love just getting like a clear picture of how I slept and like what that means for me the next day and tailoring my days accordingly. Something that's been really helpful for me is that this also, because it monitors your heart rates and things like that, can tell you your stress levels. And I found out that my stress levels were trending very, 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 very high, like super high. I think this is because I have like a propensity for anxiety, and I'm just like a person who feels rushed a lot of the time, even when I'm not actually rushed. Like my body feels rushed. It's an anxious symptom. It's something that I think I have almost gotten used to, and so I ignore it. However, my body is still like reacting. And so seeing my stress levels on the app basically inspired me to start doing something about it and being really intentional about trying to keep my stress levels lower, trying to do things that will lower my stress level. And like right on the app, you can do like meditation and mindfulness activities and things like that to bring your stress level down. Those things have been helpful for me as well. So how this kind of all works in terms of ordering a ring is that first you go on the website and you can like put in your order for your ring. This one I believe is $4.99, but that's because I wanted the gold. They do have less expensive ones. I think the price starts around like $2.99, and first they send you a sizing kit and you are able to find, you know, exactly what size you need. They do run a little bit small, and so you don't want to just go with what you think your traditional ring size is. You do want to get that sizing kit and like figure out exactly what your Oura ring size is. And so after you figure out your size, you just go back to your order, you input your size, and they send it to you. This is like waterproof. So like I said, I literally wear it all the time except for the hour and a half of the week, you know, that it's charging. I wear it every day, sleep in it, shower in it, all of that stuff. And one thing that is kind of a pro and a con about this is that it doesn't give you like notifications like you're going to get from like a smartwatch. So if my phone is ringing, this thing doesn't vibrate. If my alarm on my phone is going off, this thing doesn't vibrate. And while I do sometimes kind of like miss getting real-time notifications, I also find that that is kind of good for me because it helps me to unplug completely, which is good. Another con about this is that there is a monthly fee. Yeah? Okay, coming. Sorry guys, bookshelf is done. I'll be right back. Sorry guys, the guy was finished with Jackson's bookshelf downstairs, and Nana, who's here helping with the kids this week, was calling me to let me know. I will show you guys how that came out in a minute on my workout. I think it is perfect for his room. I'm pretty sure that I was saying the one con of the Oura is that you do have to pay for the app. It's like $5.99 a month, but I think that I pay it like annually, so I don't even really think about it. And to me, it is worth it to get all those different, health insights, plus have this as my primary activity tracker. You can log heart rate workouts, you can log pretty much any type of workout, and like it'll even track when it feels like you were doing a lot of physical activity and kind of ask you like, hey, was this housework? Was this HIIT training? Whatever. And you can go in and log it accordingly. And it's gonna tell you how many calories you burned, of course, and then also give you like an activity score. And it's gonna basically like tailor the rest of your day and even your week around that activity score and how hard you worked. So I really love having like just this whole comprehensive look at my health. It has been great. Highly recommend. I'm sure I'll be sharing more about this. I've only been wearing it for like 2.5 weeks now. So if I have gotten so much out of it in 2.5 weeks, I can only imagine like what I will continue to get out of it as I continue to wear it. And this is not sponsored or anything like that. I bought this with my own money, and it's just something that I really love, that I have found really helpful. It even tells me like what time I should go to bed at night, which I like. It's like, hey girl, you need to be asleep between 9 and 10:30. Like you need to start winding down. And I told you, I think last week, that I really need to start working on my bedtime routine. So having that little reminder is helpful. So like I said, I got a pretty high readiness score for the day. And so I am about to get my workout in. I'm going to do a little Peloton run, and then I think I'm also going to do an Obey strength workout. So let's get that out of the way before it's time to move on with the day. All right, so I just finished putting away some of Jackson's clothes, and I wanted to quickly show you guys his new little bookshelf. I feel like his room is slowly starting to transition into a big boy room, which I am not sure if I am emotionally ready for, but mentally I am kind of excited to like not have a little baby anymore. He has still been sleeping in his little crib tent because you guys know he's a little escape artist. But when his dad gets home, since he is 2 now, we will go ahead and transition him to his toddler bed because I feel like he's ready. But check out his little bookshelf setup that he now has. I think that it came out really cute and like perfect for the room. So here it is, a place for all his little books so he can get to them. This one, Basketball Dreams by Chris Paul, is his favorite. We read that one almost every night. And he actually has more books in his room over here, but like this is kind of more, you know, like for decoration. Like if he asks to read these, I do take them down, but over there, that's definitely like the books that we read regularly, and he can like easily get to those himself because I always ask him, you know, like, what book do you want to read tonight, Jackson? And I love that he can just come and grab what he wants. It really, I think, fit perfectly and came out nice. I think it's a nice little addition to his room as we get ready to change him over from a baby room to a big boy room. We have uniforms, guys. I went a little bit crazy at the used uniform sale. The prices were so good. I got a ton of stuff and it was like $104, which very, very, very good prices. There are certain things that I didn't buy from there, like the shirts, because they looked a little bit dingy to me, but I got like skirts, jackets, sweatshirts, you name it, a ton of stuff. And then I stopped in the actual campus store because they were also having a sale, 30% off. The stuff there was still much, much more expensive than the used uniform sale, but I did go ahead and grab like some other items, like especially the shirts that I didn't buy used since they were on sale. So Harper should be all set for at least the first, I don't know, 2 to 3 months of school until it starts to cool down a little bit, because I didn't get very much like long sleeve stuff. I got jackets and sweatshirts, but not like long sleeve polo style shirts. Just like really quick, wanted to tell you guys, like when I got to campus, obviously this is our first year at this school, and I don't really know my way around here, you know, very well yet. I will, because I definitely see myself being, you know, PTA, like, you know, involved mom. But at this point, like, I don't really know my way around campus, and so I didn't know how to get to the building where the used uniform sale was. And the sweetest little girl, like, comes up to me. She sees me kind of like looking around, and she's like, ma'am, excuse me. She had to be probably like 11, and she's like, ma'am, excuse me, do you need help? Like, can I show you how to get somewhere? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, like, I'm actually lost. Like, I'm trying to find the used uniform sale. My daughter's starting here in kindergarten, and I don't know my way around campus. The little girl, like, literally walks me to the used uniform sale. And of course, y'all know how emotional I am. I was like, oh my gosh, like, that is a sign that, like, we picked the right school for Harper, because I hope that she's like that at that age, just like polite and like outgoing, welcoming. It was a great experience. I can't wait to get home and let Harper try on her new uniforms and see how they fit. And I'm sure I will still be shopping for her because this is a big deal, and I want to make sure that she has everything she needs, you know, going into kindergarten at her new school. Hi guys, happy hump day. Made it to the middle of the week already. On Wednesday mornings, I actually have started working out with a personal trainer at the gym that I joined when we got back home, and I love having that like Wednesday morning dedicated workout time with the trainer. It also helps me to get like some strength training in, because sometimes I feel like when I'm working out on my own, like strength training is not really something that I go to. Like, I'm much more likely to like hop on a treadmill or, you know, even like a spin bike or something like that than I am to actually like pick up weights, because I feel like I often just don't know what to do on my own. And so I'm really enjoying working out with a trainer on Wednesdays. After I worked out this morning, I went and grabbed breakfast with a friend of mine. She is so sweet, and she is also a creator, and so we always have like, you know, conversations about like content and like the landscape of that and what that looks like. And I really feel like I need more content creator friends. I mean, of course, like, it's great to have friends who do everything, friends from different walks of lives, but there's just something about being also able to like chat work with a friend that, I don't know, really is fulfilling for me and that I really love to do. And so I hope that I am able to connect with more content creators now that we are kind of like back home. I feel like I miss like all the events that happen because we're always away, and so like I really want to get plugged in with other content creators that are in Atlanta. As you guys know, like on this week's vlog, I've been talking a lot about like the things that I'm doing for my own like self-care, whether that be like physical fitness and wellness and health, or like mental health and all of that. And actually, I am currently on my way to go get fitted for running shoes. This is something that I've actually never done. I always just like buy whatever running shoes are popular in whatever size that I think I need, but I'm going to go into an actual running store and like let them do the assessment on me and like recommend what running shoes will be best for me, what size will be best for me, based on, you know, their knowledge and expertise. I actually signed up to run the Peachtree Road Race for the first time ever. The Peachtree, if you're not from Atlanta, is like our annual 10K. That's like 6 miles road race that happens like throughout the city, and it is on the 4th of July. My sister has done it for years, and she really like gave me that push to do it this year. And I've actually really been enjoying running or walking, you know, trying to get into running. So I'm doing like some running and walking intervals, and even now like jogging and running intervals. And it has been really fun, and I have liked it more than I ever thought that I would. And so I am actually going to like be transitioning this week from doing all of my running inside on the treadmill to hopefully being able to get in some outdoor runs too, because that is going to be really important as I get ready to run this 10K outside. And so I thought that going into that, it was really important that I get some running shoes that are like legit and will support me in that. Shin splints have been something that I've dealt with in the past when I've tried running, and although they have not been super bad this time, they have flared up a little bit, and I don't want that to be something that derails me, you know, going forward. And so I am on my way to get some running shoes so that I can stick with my goal of like training for this 10K. My goal is to finish it in 2 hours. I'm not being like super ambitious because it's my first one. I know that I will not run the whole thing. I'm hoping that I'll do a little bit of jogging, a little bit of walking, and like go at my own pace and just have fun with it. But I want to set myself up for success. So let's go get some running shoes. Okay.
It's going to show you your length, that your right foot's just a little bit longer. Your width, your left foot's a little bit wider.
Wow, this is so cool.
Yeah. And the arch height is what I kind of want to look at too, showing they're pretty close, but your arch on your right is a little bit higher. And you're like right at 50%. As far as arch.
Is that normal?
It's good. It's 50%.
Okay.
It's not, you don't have a high arch, you don't have a low arch. You're kind of right there in the medium.
Awesome.
Do you want this?
Sure.
Pressure point here and one here.
Okay.
If I go like this, this is average, and you're not putting a lot of pressure up front. Like I said, it's recommending an insert because it's an insert.
Right.
But not one that takes pressure
off.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're fine there. Your gait analysis is the one I asked you to walk.
Okay.
And this is going to just show me how you put pressure on your heel. You follow through the midfoot. You're keeping that pressure on the outsides.
Okay.
Always on that outside.
Okay.
Which tells me you're not rolling it or overpronating. Same with this one. You got pressure there, but you also have the pressure on the outside.
Okay.
Right
Gotcha.
here. And you keep it on the outside. So,
hey guys, I was just sitting and looking through my planner for the week, I didn't really check off everything that I had a chance to do yesterday. So wanted to check those things out and then see kind of where I'm at in terms of things that I need to get done today and tomorrow. Some things have also changed because unfortunately I have to go to a funeral on Sunday. One of my best friends' dad passed away, so yeah, life happens unfortunately, and that is why we write in pencil so that we can adjust and make changes. I am still really loving my planner from Golden Coil in last week's vlog or 2 weeks ago. I think, or maybe it was last week, I don't know, in a recent vlog, which I will put up on the screen. I kind of like showed you guys the layout of my planner, but I still feel like there's just something about like using a pencil and paper and like seeing my week laid out on paper that just like really helps me to manage my time better. And that honestly like is a form of self-care, because if I am managing my time poorly, I can get very anxious and, you know, just like feel very rushed and feel very unproductive, and it just isn't good for me mentally. And having this paper planner where I can just like spend, 30 minutes on a Saturday or Sunday evening laying out my whole week, and of course I make changes as needed, but I can kind of like revisit it and see what's what I have planned each day really goes a long way for me. I highly recommend finding a planner that you love and investing in that, and like just spending a few minutes during the weekend or on whatever evening works for you, just like pouring your week into it on pen and paper. Like I said, I still do utilize my phone too, but there's just something about writing it out that helps me to remember everything. It helps me to really be realistic, because I feel like often when I'm using my phone, I can pack my to-do list like with a ton of things, and something about writing it helps me to really say like, okay, like it's not realistic for me to do all of that on this day. Let me shift this to this day, especially seeing like the calendar and my to-do list right here together, how my golden coil is, really helps. I will put a link to the planner that I have from Golden Coil in the description box. I do not have like an affiliate link or anything like that for them. They actually don't have an affiliate program, but I'm just loving my planner so much that I like definitely want to share it with you guys, because I think a lot of you would probably like it as well. And I will also round up some other planners that I like have used in the past, or that I eyed when I was trying to find the right one that like caught my eye, because different planners work better for different people. Like some people like hourly planners, there's a lot of different things out there. Today I need to wash Harper's hair after I pick the kids up from school, and then we have our really close friends, my cousin, I think I talked about her in my last vlog, my cousin who is also my friend, and her daughter coming over for a play date this afternoon, so we'll be spending time with them. And then you guys, I have got to clean up my room. I have tons of laundry to put away, and the kids' laundry gets put away, but mine always ends up getting like pushed, like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow. And it is just out of control. Like I'm digging through laundry baskets trying to find clothes to wear to the gym. So tonight I am not going to pick up the camera. I'm not going to pick up the camera because I am going to set that time that I would spend blogging or whatever to just like listening to a podcast or audiobook and putting away these clothes. Sometimes you need to prioritize for your mental health, and like this mess in my room is really driving me crazy. I like to keep my room fairly neat because I feel like having this as like a relaxing space does a lot for me when it's time to wind down in the evenings, and these laundry baskets are just messing up my whole vibe. So this is the last time you guys are going to see me today, because when I have a chance, I am going to be putting away these clothes instead of vlogging. Real quick though, of course I have to show you guys what I got from West Stride. Sally there was super helpful. As you guys saw, like she took me through the whole process of finding the perfect shoes for me. Like she had me on the little machine and all that. It was really cool and very informative. So first of all, this is not the shoes, but I got this little belt. fanny pack, belt bag thing. It's really stretchy, so my phone can fit in here, as well as like my ID, my key, and like a little bit of cash. I am actually going to start running outside starting tomorrow in preparation for this 10K. So I wanted to get something that felt practical so that I could wear that wouldn't like weigh me down a lot. So I grabbed this. I also grabbed 2 pairs of socks. These have arch support and these do not. I wanted to kind of see which ones I like the best, but this brand is apparently really good for running, and it's like no blisters and a lifetime guarantee. So I got 2 pairs of socks to try out, and I'll see which ones I like the best for running and then buy, you know, more of those accordingly. And now for the shoes that I chose with Miss Sally's help. I got these. These are the New Balance Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer V2. And y'all, they are so comfortable. They have a good bit of cushion for them. So they give you some bounce and some support. And I felt like my shins didn't hurt like hitting the ground as much as they do sometimes when I had these on because of the cushion and support. But apparently they have like carbon in this part, and something about that makes them also very, very, very lightweight. Usually when I've gotten very like supportive or cushiony sneakers, like they feel heavy to me, but these are like super lightweight and they give you the cushion. I'm like really excited to try them out outdoors tomorrow and see how they feel, because the thing that has like turned me away from running outdoors in the future has been shin splints. I talked to Sally about it, and I've been talking to my trainer about it, and been working on like strengthening my calf muscles and, you know, my glutes so that they can support my legs and shins during running. But Sally also said that, you know, something like this that has some cushion might help. And I told her, I was like, I don't like cushiony shoes because they're too heavy. And she was like, hold on, try these. And I'm so glad I did. I absolutely love the shoe and I can't wait to run in it. And then just like a little something I learned, I am typically a size 9 in a shoe. I was an 8.5 and then I had babies and now I'm a 9. And so if I had gone in there on my own, I definitely would have purchased a size 9, but these are actually a 10. And Sally taught me that you should always go a little bit bigger in your running shoes. And although the 9 fit as I was running in them, I could feel my toes like creeping up. And I ended up sizing up to a 10. And so that was something that was interesting to me. And I am like very glad that I like went in somewhere and talked to a professional, someone who runs, you know, runs marathons and is like well versed in the technology of the shoes and what's best for different type of people based on a whole bunch of different things, and got something that is going to be a good fit for me. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I will let you guys know how my outdoor run goes. I've been running on the treadmill, but I have not done a lot of outdoor running in a very long time. And so I will let you guys know how that goes. And like I said, tonight I am going to put away my clothes. So tomorrow when you see me, all of the stuff that's going on back here will not be going on anymore. And my room is going to be restored to my sanctuary. Woo! I did it, guys. I am back from my first real outdoor run. I ran about a 15-minute mile, and I think that that is pretty good for my first outdoor run. I was out there for like, 30 minutes. I went just over 2 miles, like including my cool down and whatnot. And this was actually like a running walking interval workout. So I think that I can probably progress this to like an interval workout that's like running and jogging more so. But today, I just wanted to kind of see where I was at and gauge. I'm pretty happy with, doing 2 miles on day one, doing a 15-minute mile. I am very proud of myself. And of course, I also like tracked my workout on my Aura app. And in all, I was using it for like, 43 minutes that I was like tracking my heart rate on the ring, and I burned 377 calories. So, pretty good. I will definitely take it. I just never thought I was going to be a person who enjoyed running. Like, I have always felt like I'm more of a like only run when someone's chasing me type of person. However, I have been so pleasantly surprised with how much I have enjoyed my running journey thus far. It has really done quite a lot for like my mental health, but also my like spiritual health. Like for me, when I am running, it is very much a I can do hard things type moment. And like a reminder that like God has given me everything that I need to succeed, like in this role that He has placed me in. So, as a mom to my kids, in this season of solo parenting, when it comes to creating content and like when it comes to running, like I have everything that I need, to do this and to honor God, and like that God chose me to be me and to do these things. God chose me to be the mom to my particular kids. God chose me to speak to you guys, like to my particular audience. And I don't know, like running kind of reinforces that to me. Like whenever it gets hard, like over and over in my head, I'm like, I can do hard things. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. And I'm just really enjoying the process. I am about to go get my eyebrows done. It's about 12:30. Of course, I have to take a shower first because I am a sweaty mess, and then I'm headed to get my eyebrows done. Harper has tennis today, so we will be spending a lot more time outside this afternoon. And although I'm usually like a heavy shower person, I'm thinking that I might need to hop in the tub this afternoon because I can tell that my like calves and shins are definitely gonna feel the impact of like hitting the pavement as opposed to the treadmill. I do really like my new running shoes. I think that this was a good choice for me, and I definitely felt supported in them, but still, like hitting the pavement feels very differently than hitting the treadmill. And so I think I am going to treat myself with a bubble bath later on this afternoon. Stay tuned. So this is literally what happens every single time I plan to take a bubble bath. I literally bought this today. I figured it would be good for my tired muscles, my sore legs. But now here it is. It's 9:30 p.m. I just like ate my own dinner, and I'm finally like settling down for the night after, the hustle and bustle of after school. Harper had tennis, had to get the kids dinner, get them down for the night, all that stuff. And I don't feel like getting in the bubble bath now. Like, I have no issue taking a quick shower since I was outside more after my last shower, but I do not even feel like spending, 20 minutes like soaking in the bath. Like, I would rather just rinse off really quick in the shower and then take my little self to bed. Like, I am tired. I don't know if I need to start taking like morning bubble baths, like maybe like 5:30 a.m. bubble baths or what, but me and Dr. Teals will not be getting together this evening because I am ready to go to bed. However, before I closed out this vlog, speaking of going to bed, I did want to share about the supplements that I am taking that are kind of, I feel like, helping me to rest and like get good quality sleep. At the end of the day, right now, with all the other things that I am doing to try to prioritize like self-care and wellness and like my mental and physical health, all that goes out the window, to be quite honest, if I don't get good quality rest. Like, I really need to have the energy during the day to get all the things that I want and need to get done. This includes working out, running, tennis, being able to like do the things that I'm writing in this planner, being able to be a decent mother to my children, all of these things. Like, I have got to get sleep. And there's no way that I am waking up at 5:30 a.m. if I am not feeling at least somewhat rested. So I have been taking daily or nightly these two. This is ashwagandha and this is magnesium. Ashwagandha is good for stress reduction and it is a mood enhancer. I take 2 of these in the evenings. This says I could take 3. I don't know. I just take 2. I don't know why I decided that I was going to take 2, but I take 2 and I feel like this, you know, helps to like relieve some stress and tension at the end of the day to help me kind of unwind. And then magnesium, which I'm sure that most of you guys have heard of before. This is good for bone and nerve health. It's also good for like anxiety and stress. And then someone told me that this can be really good for like recovery as well. And so I take 1 of these every evening. That actually is the correct serving size of this. I take 1 of these every evening and I definitely feel like it helps me to relax. And so these are 2 things that I've kind of added to my regimen that I feel like have served me well in this season so that I can, you know, do all those other things that I want to do and that I am enjoying doing, because all this stuff takes energy. Mama does not have time for naps during the day if I want to do all these other things, so I have to get some good rest at night. Thank you guys so much for watching this and joining me as I like talked about how I'm being intentional about my self-care and my wellness in this season. If you guys have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. So drop me some below in the comment section and be sure to hit the bell. See you guys next time.